Hi. Can you hear me now? Did I start streaming or did I not? Let's see. And let's... Can you hear me now? If anybody is still about. Just let me turn the sound on and see if I can hear myself. Let me turn the sound on and see if I can hear myself. Still no sound? See if I can hear myself. Still no sound? Yes. See if I can hear myself. Still no sound? Yes. It acts like it's there, but I can't hear anything. Like you can hear me. That's great. Sorry, I won't be a second. I'll see if there is another setting I need to sorry, I won't switch. Be a second. I'll see if there is another setting because I can't hear anything, including the game sounds. Because there is an echo. I can't hear anything. That's okay. I know what that is. Hopefully, the echo should now disappear. So, control panel sounds. See if you will take how's that? Oh, I can now hear sounds, but can you hear me as well? That is the other question. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me or not? Hopefully so, but I'm not getting a response, so I'm not 100% sure if you can. Yeah, you can still hear me. That's great. It looks like OBS removed the default setting for whatever reason. It won't be a second. I just need to shut that down. Then hopefully we can actually start a stream. So apologies, guys. That wasn't a very good start. No sound. Yeah, it looks like OBS had removed my default sound inputs. So yeah, he wanted to be awkward. So let's start again. Hopefully you're all having a great weekend. Yeah, the sound is not sure if it's a little loud or not. If it is, let me know because I was tweaking with the buttons to turn things up and down. Right, so let's stick down a couple of flowers and see how we go with things. Bless. Yeah, that tree doesn't exist. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that thing. But the plan today is to kind of work on the garden. Seems a bit jittery. There's something I can shut down that's causing problems. Just seems a bit weird. It's a little bit jittery, my end. So how's your weekend been, Ek? Oops. Guess I need to put something there. You're tired? How did it go? Was it you taking your niece to the zoo or something? You know, I've done that and I didn't need to. Let's put those back. You spent the day running around a theme park with the nieces. Yeah, that was it. It was a theme park you were going to. I knew you were going to take them somewhere. No doubt they kept you very, very busy, as little uns do. I meant to just put this down on the top. And then we can put some light in. I need to change that one to a full block. But I'm glad you had fun, even though it probably would have been very hot and little uns can get a little bit stressed. Bless them. But yeah, the plan is to work on the garden because I did say I would do it a while ago and I didn't get around to it. And we've already had 2 streams of interior work, so I figured I would switch to this for the minute. And no doubt have to go back to doing interiors afterwards. Yeah, the youngest one was just a hair too short to be allowed into most stuff. So that was a case of distracting her while me and their mother went on the ride with the older one. Yeah, it can be a little bit... they don't find it fair because it's a case of, okay, why can they do it but I can't? They don't quite always understand that there are height limitations. Bless. But as long as they had a good day. Right, so underneath this I want to put some more dirt. And maybe put the odd mushroom. Because it's a tree. But I'm glad they had a good time. Yeah, of course. They probably had a lot of fun splashing each other and splashing everybody else. Right, so let's stick a couple of mushrooms. Not sure if they'll stay there, but we'll try them there to start with. I automatically reach for the shovel when I'm doing this because for so many years I had to use green concrete powder to do a separate colour. So it's instinctive now. Grab the shovel. Only with the moss. You don't need to because the colourant's pretty similar. And remember to come back through and change. Put lighting in. I spent a lot of time this week working on the Season 5 world. And it's slowly getting there. Need to come up with a whole bunch of designs for a few buildings, so... I was tempted to stream from a creative world today and work on a few designs, but in the end I decided to do a little bit of work on here. I figured it wouldn't hurt. Nope, that one needs to change. I don't know how it is. I'm assuming it says hot over there, if not hotter than it is here. I know it's been pretty warm. Your parents came home and heard them cry, and they were immediately like, it sounds like you tired them out properly. True. Yep. Overtired, bless them. But once they get a good night's sleep, they'll be raring to go again. Okay. And it's a lot of fun taking them to theme parks, especially as they get a little older and are able to enjoy the rides. Not to mention, it's a good excuse to go on the rides yourselves. It's what I find with the cinema as well. It was a really good excuse to take the little ones to the cinema. 32 for most of the day. Lucky the park had strategically planted trees when it was founded, so now you have a lot of shade in most of the park throughout the day. That's awesome. I know the one we used to go to when we were kids, it was pretty much concrete everywhere and there wasn't any shade. And even a lot of the rides were out in the open, which could make it hard. Especially when we took the little ones. Right, so I'm going to have to switch you for one of you, otherwise you're going to look weird. But yeah, it's been warm here as well. When you're not used to it, it can prove interesting. Right, so let's get rid of some of these torches. And then we need to hide some lighting. I figured I would use these verdant ones. Shouldn't really matter because they're going to be hidden, but hey, they're green. Though they still make a weird sound when you walk on them. And when you place them too. Right. Do I want one up here? Probably. Also, at some point, the rides would splash you with water, so that was refreshing. And with how much the nieces love playing in and with water, it made the day even better. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Right, so you needed to be changed because you need to be that. Hide one there. And then we will hide one down here. That way we can have a little bit of light in the place. Oh. Looks like I missed one. So what we're probably going to need is some benches, etc. First of all, need to come down this side bit. But yeah, it's definitely been warm today. Been a weird day. Hasn't been much to do at work today. Which I don't like because it makes the day very, very slow. I don't know about you, but usually if you're busy, it flies by. I can hear lava. Oh dear. I think there's lava underneath here somewhere. Yep. Thought I could hear it. Ah, it's a pretty big lava puddle. Let's see if we can get a bucket of water and throw it on top of it. Yeah, either that or gravel. I don't want that under there because if for any reason some wood gets near it, yeah, gravel's probably the better idea. Not much fun, but gravel or sand. Ah, we'll have to make a stop at the TC5 world. I took all my sand over to there. So I need to go grab the shulker of sand back. Hello, kitty cat. Right, so that's the one I want. Here we go. It's been a long while probably since you remember seeing this thing. My storage room on Titancraft 5. Right, let's see if I can get down there and fill this in with sand without killing myself. Let's put you up there. it is definitely a big enough pool. Yes, I know I could probably scoop it out, but I think that'd be more hassle than it's worth. Just easier to, like you say, drop gravel or sand in. And it's not like I I can't get plenty of it. It's with having the resource worlds as well. Well, there's only one resource world now, but it's done like previous seasons of Titancraft where they've been split into quarters. Yep, placing torches doesn't work, Pendle. It just makes it interesting. Okay, now you can place torches. There we go. Grab you. You're normal dirt, so you're fine. Guess I put the normal blocks away, so I just need to grab some of those. Then we'll fill that hole in. What have I got to fill the hole in? Do I have some junk blocks around? I tidied up, that's a problem. And you know what happens when you tidy up? You need the blocks you put away. And then you can't find them. Because that's how it works. There we go. No more plop plop of lava. Remember to take that back later. I don't mind bringing it back because I took it over there to the TC Season 5 world from this world. Right, so... Oh. More moss blocks. What we do need is a little pond as well. But we've got to figure out where we're going to put the pond. I think the pond slash or maybe a fountain even would look better here. Then we can have a path that kind of goes round either side. Yep, I think we're going to do that. Hopefully I have some quartz or something that will look nice if I do a little pond. We'll figure it out. We always do. Okay. Eliza was streaming yesterday, which was awesome because I know she hasn't had much chance lately. I believe she was playing the new game Dinkum, I think it was called. It's kind of like apparently a cross between Stardew Valley and what was the name of that one? I always have to go look at the box because Animal Crossing, that's it. But it's on PC. Right, so if that's going to be the end of the garden, I need to figure out what I'm going to do here. Kind of tempted to pull the garden out a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm, so I can make this wall come along and make it kind of a small cliff face. Probably the better bet for that. Let's grab a little bit of stone. Do I have any or did I put it away? I think I may have put it away. Yeah. Do you still play the Animal Crossing Eck? I know you did at one point. Let's go. I should have known better than move all this stuff back into the storage room. It was just beginning to annoy me. And yes, I know, I've got shulkers everywhere. Right, so you've got a whole bunch of stone. So I can pinch you. Cobble. There we go. That's a dirt one. Yeah, I know. You rarely now want to get back into it, but busy and not having the head in the right mood. Yep, that's fair enough. It's not a game I play often. I enjoyed it for a while, but then I enjoy Stardew Valley occasionally for a little while too. But it's one of those games I have to be in the mood to play. If I'm not in the mood, there's no point. Right, so that's where the ward line is. To be honest, that needs to be at least at this height all the way across. Can bring that there. Now I've got to figure out how we curve. this round. No, I want the stone. I guess I'm out of stone. Right. That needs to go there. I need to push this back a bit. To about here. Means, are you solid blocks? Solid blocks are usually on there. Oh. I'll worry about swapping them all round later. Any others? Yep. And you. It's okay. Right, so you're going to have to be a cliff face. Which means I'm going to have to go grab the detail blocks afterwards. Let's put dirt in for now. But we'll switch it out later. And fill you in. Right, there we go. Now push that back to there and dig you two out. There we go. Nope, wrong ones. Let's sleep, and then I'm going to quickly grab some variants of stairs, slabs, etc. There we go. So we have sand there, but I don't have gravel there. Gravel. Glass, sandstone, gravel. Okay, so we have a little bit of gravel. Okay, so which ones? We have a couple of you. Grab some of you. Nope. I'm looking for some andesite. Walls, andesite, stairs, andesite slabs, and normal slabs. Yeah. Got to have more of them somewhere. After all, I was building a mountain with them. Or a hill with them anyway. Let's put you away, some of you away. That gives me a few slabs, a few stairs, a few more slabs, some normal blocks. We'll swap those out. Okay, so first things first. Let's cover the sand. That way it doesn't look too weird. Okay. What I do need is some mossy stairs. Let's take half of you and half of you and put the flowers away for the minute. So I need some stairs. I've got some slabs and I've got some full blocks. So mossy variant first. Okay. Stick down some cobble variant now. Right. Can go there, there. I'm just going to do this little area first. Obviously I'll need to do it, take it around the rest of the coastline later. But we'll start at the beginning. And work our way through it. Yeah, I know there's a lot of dirt peeking out, but I'll change that in a second. Nope, wrong place. Right, so let's stick you. It's always fun trying to get the angle. Right, we'll get rid of the stairs and start on some of the slabs. Okay. Copy that. Little gap there. Undersight. Let's try and connect that andesite to this andesite. That way it doesn't look like it's isolated. Right. So, mossy cobble. We need you to connect together as well. Switch you to normal cobble. Because usually it should run in veins. I didn't do any, never mind. Doesn't matter in some at the moment. Right, so gravel. I want some half slabs, so you can go half slab there. You're already a half slab. What walls do I have? No, that doesn't look right there. Okay, so you need to change. Let's try the andesite. Okay. Get you. Slabs. Okay. 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 No, that's not right. take care of you. Let's do you. Hopefully that'll do. See if there's somewhere I can stick all this different variants of stone. Yep, we need a bigger inventory. Or what I'd really like them to do is double my size of inventory, and then each row you could set up how you wanted it, and then have a hotkey that you could just switch each row out to be your active bar. You have to set it up here. So if I wanted all this row to be mossy cobble and all this row to be andesite and all this row to be stone and all this row to be cobble, I could do that with all the variants and switch them out. So I'd hit a key and I have a new hot bar. That way one of the bars could be for my tools. Etc. It definitely needs a better inventory system. Okay. Dirt. I don't want to use the coarse dirt for that. We definitely need more coarse dirt room in your inventory. This inventory hasn't changed since what? Very early game. Yep. The amount of blocks we had when this inventory came in to what is in the game now, it's not fit for purpose anymore. Right, so doesn't really matter which block I use, the grass will spread. But yeah, there's definitely got to be a better way of doing it. But also, I do know that it wouldn't really matter how big my inventory was. I still wouldn't have enough room for all the blocks that I want in some of the builds. Because you have blocks kind of like the black stone. And deep slate that has so many different variants of the same palette. Right, so let's get back to... So we're going to leave a gap. It's not too bad. So I'll grab some more of these blocks and just join that wall up. But yeah, there's got to be a lot better way to deal with it. It's 2022, not 2012. Right, so we want some of you, 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 and you. Right, so... Right, so let's put you there. Put you there. Oh yeah, you don't have... That's the one thing I don't get. With you have normal granite walls, but you don't have the polished variety. That's the other thing I wish they would do, is go back through all the variants that we currently have and add stairs and slabs. Oh, that's not right either, is it? It needs to be that one there. I'm going to have to figure out what's going on with this wall. Could move it out a block, I guess, if I need to. Can I have the axe? Thank you. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to move this wall out one. Either that or in one. No, I can't move it in one because then it still wouldn't fall. Yes, I could. Telling lies, Pendle. Don't tell lies. We got. There's no point doing the rest of the garden shape without knowing where the wall's going to be. It'll just be weird otherwise. Come back and chop down the wooden ones in a second. So you're back at work this weekend, or are you off for a few more days? Go. Better. Right. Now I need the stairs. Did I do the stairs on the outside or did I do them on the inside? I think I did them on the outside. You might go to a car salvage yard tomorrow and see if they have part that is broken in your car. Oh, I'm sorry your car's broken down. That's a real pain. That's not fun at all. Fingers crossed you're able to find what you need. And that it's not too expensive or too much of a pain to put in if you do find it. So that one needs to come out and go the other way. I guess I probably should knock out a few of these. Yeah, you can get, yeah, I can get it from Alibaba, but then I have to wait for ages and Amazon is expensive, so I might as well check there first. True, definitely. And if it saves you a little bit, all the better. Right, so you're there. I'm at least one stair short, so let's go make a few stairs. Right, so I have some of you. Because, yeah, it can definitely be fun in games. Right. Is it supposed to be that? No, it's not supposed to be that, is it? It's only the first one that's got to be that. I've already made that mistake once. Should remember, Pendle. Right, so now I want to put the half slabs on the top. They need to switch between those and the polished variant. Right. Go. You're hiding up there on me? Of course. Where else would you hide? Grab a few more of those. A little bit dark, I will go sleep. I won't be a second. There comes a zombie. That's the front door, not the back door. Okay, so now I don't have to worry about the zombie. Right, so from here. Need to sort that out, don't I? Get a normal... Sorry, that... I guess the music's a little louder than I thought it was. Turn it down just a touch more. Maybe I do start it from the other way. We'll see where we end up. That has to be there. Guess that doesn't have to be there. It can be one of those there. Right, so what did I do with this thing? So that's the block. So that one can disappear. That's the shape that that needs to be. Means that has to be a full block. And that's the half slabs. Guess that doesn't really matter too much. I don't think you can see whether or not it's going to be... Yeah, you can't see what block it is. That one needs to be a stair. So if that is a stair, that can't be there because something has to be on top of it. Which means that one is going to have to go up to there. And if that has gone up to there, that's a half slab. That's going to be that as well, isn't it? You can disappear. You shouldn't be that. You should be another half slab. Hopefully that works out. Guess we'll find out eventually. Right, so on top of the stairs should be the wooden fences. So I need a few more. Let's go grab some. Not in that one. Got 4 there. That's not going to be enough. But we do have some jungle planks. Now, in one of these, I'm pretty sure I saw some sticks earlier. Could have swore I saw more than 4, but I could easily be wrong. Right, so let's grab a few of you, but not many, because no point wasting things. That should be more than enough. Well, you can't go out the window, Pendle. There's panes of glass there. That's just silly. And you would be the same. And so would you. Right, so I need a whole bunch of these. Just randomly stop and put them in. Now, did I use a block at the corner or did I just use a post? I just used a post. I thought I might have done, just to stop it from connecting to each other. Oops, apologies, it's a little bit jittery. Hopefully it's not too bad on the stream. Let's go back through and place these. You need to be that. You can be that. You need to be that. But you can be that. I think I used stairs, didn't I, to help the transition. Yeah, I think I did. No, I think that's wrong. I don't think it's going to work quite right there, so I think I may have to make it step down a little easier. Right. So if you're there, you're there. I will just alter the terrain a little bit. So we need another stair here. With one of you on here. No, that's not right. Because you definitely need to be that. Means that needs to be that. That needs to be that. Then we need a stair here. And then we can put that there. That makes this step down a little better. And I need to sort out you. I'll put you under there. Should have some polished ones. Just so it doesn't look quite as weird sitting on the grass. Right, so let's fill these others in with a normal variant of granite. I know I should probably use a shovel. It would make it a little easier. Okay, so you need to disappear, so do you. You. Else. Yep. It's okay. You changed. I think I was holding off doing this section because I wasn't sure what I was going to do about a path down this way. But now I have more of an idea. I can bring mud brick up and around the corner. Is what I'm thinking anyway. Let's sleep. Make it daylight. Right. So, path. Mud bricks. Do I have some mud here? I think I took all my mud bricks. I think I've used them all. Oh well, nothing I can do about that just yet. Grab these. But I do want a pond. And I want a pond in the middle of here somewhere. But only a small one. Make it a little bit wider this way instead. The problem is they are having a bit of room for a path to come past the sides. And the same on this side. Means that needs to be filled in. Okay. Let's grab some gravel. I need all those variants of stone again, wherever I stuck them. Did I put them over here? I did, yes. Granite. Wood variants. So I want gravel. Don't have any cobble slabs, do I? There we go. So let's so we should have some stairs. And I'll get rid of the dirt in a second. You. I don't have any mossy ones, do I? Let's get a couple of mossy stairs. Yeah. We want some half slabs. You need to go away. Nothing wrong with diorite. I do like diorite. Just has to be in the right place. And unfortunately, that is not the right place. Want some normal cobble. I've got some cobble stairs. I do, yes. Here I am crouching down trying to reach underneath there. Because that's what you do, even though it's on a flat screen. Come on. And want a stair of some kind. I think I'll go with cobble. You to go down there. Half slab there, there. Bit of gravel. You can be under sight. Okay, more gravel, I guess. Right. There we go. You need to be a half slab. Because you just look wrong. Go. So I need some coarse dirt. Okay. So now you get a little bit of that. That's going to be filled with water. And I need some other bits around the edge to make it look a little prettier, I guess. Maybe a couple of flowers. We'll see how it works. And you're here. And anywhere else? Yep. Need some more mossy carpet. Good job, I've got plenty of it. And when I eventually do run out, I can always run the moss farm. Okay. So I'm putting this in. Some of it will come out because of the needing to be path. You go there. Okay. You and you can come out. Yeah. Never mind. Okay. I guess I only picked up one stack. I thought I'd picked up more. Yard work, everybody's favourite. Yep. True enough, DMC. How are you doing today? Right, let's drop off a couple of these bits and pick up some more. We all need to do yard work every now and again, however much we dislike it or like it. How's your week been so far? Let's get rid of that and let's hide some lighting. Not bad, just waiting for TC to return tomorrow. Yeah, I guess there's a whole bunch of people doing that, especially with the... did you get the farm completed that you the bits that you needed to for the wardens? Hopefully everything's going well for them. Yep, frog lights, sorry. Yep. I knew it was one of the new mobs. But yeah, it's these things you're after. Right, so I need to put a whole bunch of water in here, but first of all I need to get rid of this grass. Because we don't want grass at the bottom of the pond. So I do need to hide probably some lighting. Otherwise I'm going to end up with drowned somewhere. I don't need drowned in my pond. Where else can I hide it? Maybe down there. Let's go grab a bucket or two and fill the pond in. Well, I've got 7 buckets. Let's grab those. Just need some space. At least I'm not far from water. But that's cool. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long for you to find the froggies. But be warned, they can jump high. Don't think I've ever seen a mob jump that high. Especially as they're only so tiny. I was surprised how high they could jump. Keep thinking I've got the block, but it's because it's an upside down stair or something. It hasn't fully fitted it in. Now I'm thinking I may need to put a border block around. Any other ones that still need waterlogging? Just a few. Think that looks better. I think I would probably use the mud bricks. Oh, cool. Because, yeah, I know the ones I have. I ended up putting them inside here. Just so that when they do jump, but at the moment they're hiding under the table. There's plenty of room for them to jump in. Right, so to make mud, I need to waterlog dirt. Okay, I have a mud farm, but it's on the TC Season 5 world. It's not on this world, so yeah. Where are the bottles? Have I got some dirt? I do. Have I got more dirt? Okay. I think we're going to pay another quick visit to Season 5. So I can use the mud farm for a second. I don't need a ton of them, but I do need a few of them. And yes, I have a shulker full of them, but they're in the middle of the TC5 build. So yeah, we're not going there. Oops. And this is my terrible farm, so you will have to excuse the noise it makes. I know it's not very good. And yes, the door bangs every time. Because me and Redstone, what can I say? Come on. So that gives us 16. Ah, yeah. I forgot. It needs a non-efficiency shovel. Otherwise it doesn't work. Only need a few more. I just want half a stack. Right. And that lot will cycle around the system. There we go. Let's put that shovel back. Right, so let's I do like the way that looks. It does look like tree bark to me. Okay, so, oh yeah, it's one of those ones, isn't it? And then you can put them in and change them to something else. Night time again. Oh, the mud block's awesome. I just wish we had more variants of this, of the natural one, because you can't even half slab it, which is a real shame. Because I would like to have done that. Let's... have to fix this bit here. Oh yeah, I need to, yeah. Can't really... Yeah, can't do that either. It's going to have a straight edge. I would have liked to have curved it more. We'll see how that goes. I'm not 100% convinced on that. Seems a bit, I don't like it. The more I look at it, the less I like it. It's okay. It's not like I can't use those blocks elsewhere. I'll have to think about that. I'm still not sure. Right, so from here, I'll need a path that's going to go this way. And then down here. And the path's gonna have to go this way and meet up with this. Either that or I may end up getting rid of the pond. We will see. Then it can go up here. Then we can kind of have some stairs, hopefully, that go up this way. And then join onto this path here. Just going to have to figure out how this goes. I think it's going to have to narrow a bit. Right, so I want where's the granite? There's the granite. Do I have any more? Any more for any more? Nope. Because I used the normal granite and those. So polished I don't need anyway. So the polished can disappear. So where is my granite? There we go. I knew it was somewhere. Bring it round the corner. I'm going to need to step that down. So it was step down in half slab form. Well, they didn't go to waste. I figured they wouldn't. Right, so what I do need though is more of the normal ones. So I will have to go back to the mud farm. Right, so this now needs to step up. Sorry, the mouse is a little... Hi Ellie, thank you for the meow. How are you doing? Hopefully you're not still at work. Hopefully you've started your weekend. Right, so I need some of you. Let's get rid of you so I can put another one of you in. Let's grab some more half slabs of that variant. The mud looks great. See, I do like the mud. Again, and it also makes a use for wheat farms too. Because obviously, because you have to use the wheat to make the mud, which is cool. Nope. You need to be switched out for something else. But yeah, you're looking forward to the update on TC, Titancraft. Believe that's hopefully done this week. Should be up to the 119 this weekend. Right, so let's knock out the odd one or two of these. It's not the right height. The update caught me off guard. I didn't check Discord often. Yep, it should be fun. But it's cool that they are doing an update. Right, so what I need now is some normal mud. So I can fill in those gaps. Don't have much space, do I? I need the dirt. Yep, it should definitely be fun with the frogs and frog lights and all the other fun bits. So where is the glass bottles? Here we go. Just wish you could turn the normal mud into half slabs. Does make a heck of a splashing noise. Splish splash. I need to go up this way. That way is not going to work. Okay. It's not what I wanted. I will click on the right thing eventually. So I have enough for 4 more. I guess wheat farms are going to be very useful. That's all I can say. I bet TC will result in frog light farm or a few in a week. Something I couldn't be bothered to do myself. Yep. DMC was just saying he's been working. If I remember right, he was working on the farm prior to the update. So all he has to do is grab frogs. Oh yeah, I need to do at least 1 more. Because... No, I don't. I was thinking for the bricks. Because it's a 4x4 recipe. But yeah, I'm betting there'll be a number of frog farms and mud farms. And people building wheat farms because the wheat is now useful. I know you could use wheat for target blocks, etc., but it at least has given it more of a use. Yeah. Don't think this is going to be enough, but it'll do for the minute. You lived off bread for years, Ek. That's cool. Also hay bales for the roofs sometimes. Yeah, I guess. Occasionally it's cool for roofs, but it's good for the flooring in a stable too. But you only use wheat occasionally, but seeing as this block is a really nice block, I can see there being a lot more use for it than previously. So we need to sort you out. You can just become grass for now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need 10 more mud blocks. But yeah. Just makes a weirder sound. Sounds like somebody's throwing something in water. It's the second splash that gets me. Right. Let's get you. Make more of you. And let's put you in place. No, it's more like throwing a stone in a pond to me. But maybe I'm being picky because they've done really well with the sounds. Right. I need a tree or something here. Here we go. And bone meal, of course. Here we go. Thought I had a little bit of bone meal. Right. Go. They always seem weird to me, do the trees. They seem to always lean to one side. Or maybe that's just the ones I've had. Yeah, you see what I mean? Kind of lean to one side. Right, so I need a flower bed. No, not dirt, I want coarse dirt. I guess I put it all away somewhere. Yeah. Coarse dirt. Here we go. Then go. Only had a whole bunch of plants. Unless I put them back. Nope, I didn't put them back. And we've got some of those. We've got some lilac. We've got some berry bush. And some roses. It's going to be very red. I'm going to have to find a different plant for in here. Otherwise they're all going to be reds. And that's not going to work. We haven't exactly got very far with the garden. But at least it's some start to it. I've hit the 2-hour mark, so I am going to call it a stream there. And apologies for the technical difficulties at the beginning of the stream. Let's see if anybody else is streaming who we can send you to. Oh, so Tango's streaming. Okay, so I guess you're all going to head Tango's ways. So I will see you all over there, okay? Take care and have a fantastic weekend. Yeah. Slash. You take care of yourselves. I'll see you all over there. There's only a few of us, so I won't bother setting up a raid. You guys take care of yourself. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow if you fancy dropping by.